Hear ye, this is Lord Potato, and this is what if Naruto became the Shadow Monarch, Part 3. Now, let me do a recap on what happened last time. So let me do a recap on what happened last time. Okay, so Naruto easily killed the Sound 3, well, mostly Zakon and also the Godly guy. Kim didn't die, but of course Naruto used his tank to easily defeat Sasuke when he was in question mark state. Also, he gave the scroll towards what's called Ino and the others. And of course, they went to the tower. Of course, he kind of puts Sasuke down. He opens the scroll. Kakashi comes out. And there's a permanent rounds. Naruto fucks up Kiba by using a dragon to just launch an attack. Of course, Akamaru was safe because Naruto didn't care about much. But killing Kiba was fun for him. Of course, Naruto, after that, was trained by Hiruzen for 30 days. Because for 1 month. Of course, Kakashi wanted to ask about Naruto's Kenkai or whatever. Hiruzen says fuck off. And of course, Kakashi was sad and angry about that. Of course, this is where Naruto is, well, he went to a training ground 21. And of course, there was Samawi and, Samawi and Shoro tried to fight against Naruto, but Naruto did a shadow exchange. He went back to his apartments, his brand new apartments. That's actually in Anbu's headquarters. And of course, 2 Anbus are always there. And after Naruto kind of just reads through the scrolls and all that, he also went into his mindscape because, the Shadow Monarch named Ashborn decides to bring him into a mindscape to actually go get the other half from Shinigami. Now, Shinigami is actually weaker than Ashborn, because Ashborn is actually the true death. So, yeah. Now, so of course, Shinigami bows down to Ashborn after giving him the soul and all that, and says, here you go, Lord, can I go now? And Ashborn says, yes, you are free to go, Shinigami. And Shinigami says, thank you, Ashborn-sama. Also, before you go, Shinigami said, yes, what do you want? And Ashborn said, this is my new vessel, or the new Death, who's actually going to become the new Death. He looks at Naruto and sees and nods, and of course, but Ashborn says he's only able to control 50%, so he's not the Death yet. But I'm just warning you now. Piss him off, and there's a good chance you're dying. Shinigami just nodding and says, yes, sir. Okay, yes, sir. So, Naruto has been training in, the Nine Tails. So Nine Tails has been just telling him about, to merge our powers together and see what happens. Of course, Naruto managed to use KCM, but he can't use it for much longer. Because he's still somewhat of a child, not really that much. He's I think I said he was 6'1" or something. But yeah, or no, I think I said he was 5'5". No, not 5'5". 5'6". I think that's what I mentioned last time. But yeah, Naruto is just pretty tall for being a 12-year-old. But yeah, Naruto is just been learning how to use KCM and all that. And also different Nine Tails attacks and all that, like the Bijudama. But of course, Ashborn has also been training him in how to use different solars and also make portals and also use the other abilities that the Shadow Monarch has been able to use and all that. So, Sanction Wound is something that, not Sanction Wound, what is it called? So, Naruto's going to be able to use portals. He's also going to be able to use Death Touch, which that means just Bloodlust. An upgrade version of Bloodlust, but yeah, much deadlier. He's also going to be able to use Shadow Exchange, Artorian Rule, and yeah. Or was that Artorian Ruler? I don't remember. Artorian Rule. So yeah, that's all the things he's learning and all that. But of course, he's also trying to learn Shadow Monarch Domain. But that has to be at his 100% power. And he is still not there. He's 50% only. But we go into 20 days. 20-day mark. Naruto is at the same training ground, 21. because he didn't been there for 20 days, and of course Samuel and Shiroi stopped like visiting there. They did train and fight each other because they hated each other, because they were probably the reason why Naruto left. But yeah, Naruto gets to the training ground and starts training. But this is where a new person comes out of the forest, just walking towards Naruto. Naruto feels a strange energy from him. And of course, Ashbourne also feels it. This is where the person says, "Hello there." Now, this person was also in the preliminary rounds and actually has defeated his, like, what's it called? Target and all that? Well, not target, it was mostly his, like, fighting match and all that. He was just fighting some normal Cloud Ninja. Easily kicked his ass. But Naruto didn't sense the energy from him that much. So, Naruto says, "What do you want?" And, so this is where the person says, "Oh, hello there. My name is Dragon." And of course, Naruto says, "Okay, my name is Naruto. What is your point?" And Dragon says, "Well, I can sense the same energy that we both have." Of course, this is where Dragon's eyes fully turn red. Well, just red. Just his eyes turn red. And Dragon says, "You're a Monarch, aren't you?" And Naruto kind of widened his eyes, pretending just close, and says, "And you're a Monarch, aren't you also? Which Monarch are you from?" This is where Dragon says, "Well, I'm actually the Dragon Monarch, and I know you're from the Shadow Monarch." Naruto says, "Dragon Monarch?" This is where Ashbourne says, "Ah, I see. No wonder I can sense his energy so familiar. The Dragon Monarch is the only other monarch that can actually rival my power. The Dragon Berserk Monarch." And Naruto nods and says, "Okay, what do you want?" Dragon Monarch, "Well, I don't actually have full control of my power neither, Shadow Monarch." "Okay, Dragon Monarch, so what do you want?" "I actually want to have a little spar and see if you're actually strong enough to actually defeat me, Shadow Monarch." Naruto gets ready. He turns on his power and all that, so his eyes goes blue, and of course darkness starts falling from him and all that. This is where the Dragon Monarch says, "Let's do it then." So of course both Naruto and the Dragon Monarch disappeared, but of course they meet in the middle and they both kick in the sky, and of course their kick kind of clash. And of course is where Naruto gets kind of pushed back, and of course Dragon Monarch also gets pushed back, and of course they're just like smiling. And Naruto's not smiling, the Dragon Monarch is, and of course try to axe kick Naruto. Naruto dodges and then knees the Dragon Monarch, and of course Dragon Monarch gets kneed, and of course Naruto grabs his arm and then knees him again in the stomach. And of course the Dragon Monarch, "You little shit," uses his Dragon Monarch attack called Dragon Monarch Claws and tries to claw at Naruto. Naruto dodges and of course then punches him in the face. And of course they are going at it. So where the Dragon Monarch uses fireballs. He starts shooting fireballs at what's called Naruto. Naruto dodges easily and uses a Torian rule and smash what's called the Dragon Monarch down. And the Dragon Monarch is like smiling. This is where Naruto's actually kind of getting used to this fight. But of course they're getting used to each other and all that, and kind of fighting, sparring. So let's do 30 minutes after. They're both kind of tired, and of course the Dragon Monarch says, "I can admit you're strong." Naruto says, "I can admit I'm strong also." I'm just kidding. "I can admit you're also strong, Dragon Monarch." Shut him. And of course Dragon says, "I can admit that also, Naruto." So Naruto says, "Why do you even came here to fight me that much?" Dragon says, "Pretty much I already knew that, the only other strong person that's gonna work, be in the, final tuning exam is you, and maybe the red hair and also silver hair white girl, and also maybe the yellow hair girl. I don't know. I didn't really sense that much power, but when you summon that dragon to blast that dog boy, I kind of got amazed. And the only hint that I kind of got from you well, since you were a Shadow Monarch, and the only other person that can do that is a Shadow Monarch. And I'm guessing you can only use 50%. Naruto says, yeah. Hey, don't worry about it, Dragon said. I can only use 50% also. And Naruto just winds his eyes. Oh. So Dragon's hair is actually black. And of course, well, Naruto's hair is also black. So yeah. And of course, Dragon just says, yeah, I can only use 50%. That's why my eyes only change color. I'm supposed to like get more power, but trying to get more power is kind of difficult. Naruto says, that's interesting. Whatever. Also, do you just not want to like care? Do you even care about the tuning exams at all? Naruto says, no, not really. I'm only doing this because I actually want to do harder missions and, well, kick the shit out of the Uchiha brat. That's interesting. Okay. So our Naruto says, so, why aren't you training and going to actually fight? Well, become stronger and all that. Pretty much Dragon says, I'm not really caring about the tuning exam that much. Yes, I can help my village and all that. And then Naruto says, what village are you from exactly? Dragon says, I'm not even from one of the great 5 nations. I'm from one of these smaller nations. I'm from, this is where Dragon says, I'm actually from the Volcano Village. And of course, Naruto says, Volcano Village. I never heard about it. Of course you haven't, because, well, it's a small village anyway. We only became a village, a ninja village recently. Naruto says, okay. Then why don't you want to, like, become Chunin or anything? Because there's too much of a drag to actually show anything. And of course, Naruto kind of gets like a memory of Shikamaru and all that. Naruto says, that's interesting. And of course, Naruto and just Dragon are both talking and all that. Now, Jiraiya actually wanted to train Naruto for this month, but could never actually find where Naruto's at. He tried to go to apartments. Two almost kind of appeared and says, halt. And Jiraiya says, it's me, Jiraiya the Sun, and all that. And of course, well, the almost still say halt because they still don't really, let Jiraiya go. Because the only person that's actually allowed in is Naruto. And this isn't Naruto, just Jiraiya. But yeah. So, of course, that happens. And, Naruto is just right now talking to Dragon. And, of course, both Naruto and Dragon just agree to just train each other and all that. Because they are the only ones who actually probably, like, upgrade their powers and all that. Or kind of give them the drill to actually fight and actually become stronger. Push each other. So, yeah. Naruto just agreed with that. And for the, well, Naruto and Dragon is actually also spied on like the other team and all that. Different enemies. Like Gaara. So both Dragon and Naruto went at night to go spy on what's called Gaara and all that. This is where they see Kabuto. And Naruto says, Kabuto, I should probably kill him. And also Baki. This is where Baki and Kabuto tell Baki about the spy and all that. And of course, this is where they live, that one that looked like he was about to die anytime soon. I forgot his name. Yeah, that one guy fighting against Baki. This is where Naruto, he says, Dragon, you go fight against that Baki sensei while I go after Kabuto. And Dragon says, sure, why not? So, of course, Hayate, I think that was his name. Hayate is going against, Baki. And Baki is just saying, do you really think you can defeat me? Hayate uses, like, moon sword style and tries to, kill Baki. Baki says, that was nothing. This is where he tries to fully, like, kill, Hayate. And this is where Dragon appears and says, sup, bitch? And claws at Baki. And Baki goes, ugh! What the? You little shit! Hayate was like, wait, aren't you from the Volcano Village? Baki says, you're from the Volcano Village. Why the hell are you here? Dragon says, "Oh, I'm just here because of my friend. He told me to help Hayate or whatever your name is, right? You're the proctor, right?" And Baki says, "Whatever, I'll kill both of you." Dragon says, "Yeah, right." His eyes goes crimson red, glowing and dark and all that. Now, of course, he can actually control now 75%. Same with Naruto can actually control 75% now. Well, not 75%. I'm going to say 70. They both can control 70% of their power now. Because they've been pushing each other and all that. Now, of course, Hayate says, he's like sort of coughing on that, but also tired at the same time. Dragon says, Hayate, that's her name, right? Hayate nods, and Dragon says, "You can chill while I go kill him easily." Of course, Baki says, "Really, kill me." Dragon appears right behind him and claws at Baki at the back. And of course, Baki screams, but of course, Dragon cover up his mouth real fast and then smash him to the ground to like fully shut him up. And of course, Baki kind of just almost falls unconscious, but then tries to like fight back, but Dragon smashes his head back to the ground, knocking him out fully. Hayate was shocked. Someone like him being super strong is actually helping the Leaf Village. Now, Hayate is kind of confused. Who is his friend who is he talking about? Friend? What does he talk about? Dragon says, "There, Leaf Ninja. I gotta go to my friend and actually catch up with the silver haired guy. Gotta kill him. Or I hope my friend didn't already kill him." But back to Naruto. Naruto is right now just appear right in front of Kabuto and says, "Hello there, Kabuto." Kabuto jumps back and says, You're Naruto Uzumaki." Naruto nods and says, "But..." His eyes glow, not purple, blue, and says, "Don't worry, Kabuto, you'll be in good hands by killing you." Naruto puts out, his he kind of pull out from his inventory two daggers. The two daggers right there. These two daggers, and just says, "Don't worry, Kabuto, you'll be in good hands." And Kabuto says, "Ugh, you think you can kill me? Guess what? You can't kill me." Naruto rushes at him so fast and cuts one of his arms already off. Kabuto says, "Ah!" And of course, Naruto smashes him to the ground, and then just kind of stomps on Kabuto's back, just cracking his sort of spine, making sure that Kabuto cannot escape. This is where Naruto pulls out his daggers and cuts one of Kabuto's legs off, so Kabuto cannot run. And Naruto says, "Don't worry, you be a good test dummy for me and my power. You're nothing but a weakling. And you will actually be helpful for the Leaf Village to see what you're actually talking about. Because I know damn well you're a spy. You said I had no skills, blah blah blah. Because I am something dangerous beyond your expectations." And of course, Kabuto says, "You think I care about that?" He tries to get up and all. He almost managed to get up unless Dragon didn't show up at the perfect time, grabbing Kabuto's head and smashing it to the wall. This is where Dragon says, "Sup?" And Naruto says, "Really? You gotta mess up my fun?" Dragon says, "Oh, come on, it's fine. I help Hayate," or whatever his name was again. Naruto says, "Whatever. Let's just take this guy to the Hokage." So both Naruto and Dragon grab Kabuto, and disappear towards the Hokage. Now Hiruzen is just kind of talking to what's called Jiraiya, and this is where Hayate kind of also was coughing and also managed to get to the hospital and didn't die. Now Baki, I should mention what Baki said. Baki was also taken to some Amus and all, and Dragon mentioned that Baki was trying to kill a Leaf Ninja and all. And of course the Amus understand and try to further question Dragon, but Dragon disappeared so fast that the Amus could not realize where the hell did he go. Now they are going to the what's called Hokage, and of course Hiruzen got information about Baki trying to attack a Leaf Ninja, but didn't actually hear anything about who he actually tried to attack. Then hears about Hayate kind of being hurt and all that, so he just guessed Baki was the one trying to hurt Hayate. But yeah, this is where two people appear with one kind of bleeding, and Naruto says, "Sup, old man?" And of course, Hiruzen says, Naruto. And this is where Jiraiya says, you must be Naruto's. Wait, who are you else? And Naruto says, Hiruzen, this is Dragon from the Volcano Village. And Hiruzen says, I remember you. Yeah. So, what's it called? Hiruzen also said, wait, who is that? Wait, isn't that Kabuto? The, leaf spy? Yes. And of course, Hiruzen says, what do you mean spy? He was also there where Bakin, Dragon said. Bakin tried to attack Hayate, so I kind of brought Hayate to the, hospital, near the hospital. Brought Bakin to some ambush, and went to help Naruto. Naruto says, I could have done it myself. I had cut both his limbs off and also was about to knock him out. And of course, Hiruzen's nodding and all that, and saying, I wonder what they are talking about. Whatever. He says, ambush, bringing Yamanaka, what's it called? The head of the Yamanaka clan. Of course, Yamo nodded, and of course, Ino's father, which is about to go to sleep, he was like, time to go to sleep with my wife. This is where Amo says, Yamanaka, sama, Hiruzen has called you in. Ino's father is like, God. Well, time to go to work. He goes to Hiruzen and says, what do you want, Hiruzen? We need you to, go into the mind of both Kabuto and also, Bakin. And also, yeah. So, yeah. Basically, Yamanaka goes and does it. And, of course, this is where Hiruzen says, thank you, Dragon-sama, and also, thank you, Naruto-sama. And Naruto and Dragon-sama nodded back. And, of course, before they were going, because they were leaving, this is where Jiraiya says, hey, kid, I want to train you for these last 2 days. And Dragon says, who, me or Naruto? And Jiraiya says, not you, Naruto. And because it was the last 2 days, because Naruto and Dragon has been pushing each other. And Naruto and Dragon just confused. And of course, Jiraiya says, because I am your godfather. This is where Naruto punches Jiraiya in the stomach so hard. Kind of smashing him into some trees. Well, not punching him, kind of side-kicking him. And of course, Dragon says, that was an annoying bastard. Naruto says, I know, right? Godfather? Yeah, right. Pfft, I don't even know my parents. How the fuck should I care about anything like that? Jiraiya the next day was crying to Hiruzen saying, and then Naruto just kicks me and then disrespects me with the kid named Dragon. Why? What did I ever do to him? Hiruzen says, maybe it's because you didn't spend time with him at all. And Jiraiya says, no, that's not the problem. Whatever. If he kicks your ass 6 on a damn Sunday again, it's not my fault. I'm not paying for your damn hospital bill. That's all you. So, of course, with that happening, both Dragon and Naruto just trained for the last 2 days. And, of course, they're going towards the Chunin exams. Now, they managed to upgrade each other's percentages by 5% more. So, now they have 75% of their Monarch power. But, of course, Naruto has also told Dragon about how he was treated and how he's a Jinchuriki. So, it's not very much of a good life like your life, Dragon. And Dragon did mention about his life. How he was treated as an outcast also. For somewhat having sharper teeth than normal people. So yeah, Dragon does have sharper teeth because he is, well, the Dragon Monarch. But before that, he was still having sharper teeth. So yeah, both Naruto are just going towards the, both Naruto and Dragon are going to the, what's it called, Chunin exams. And of course, well, not the Chunin exam, the final Chunin exam. Tournament and all that. Of course, when they get there, they are just like at like the bottom, just waiting for the others. Hayate say, "Thank you, Dragon," and Dragon says, "You're welcome, Hayate." I think that's your name, right? And Hayate says, "Yes. How can you forget so easily? I was even your proctor for the preliminary round. How do you forget?" Well, I mean, you passed out like a little bitch after Naruto blasting that dog boy straight to hell. Hayate says, okay, how am I gonna guess that this man can summon a dragon? The dragon said, I can also summon a dragon. I even have him in my name. And Hayate says, okay. I will not be surprised if you can actually bring out a dragon and actually blast someone. But please, please, please do not do that. Dragon says, whatever. So Dragon's actually fighting against some random ninja. And of course, Naruto's fighting against, well, Neji. So yeah. Now everyone is coming in and all that. And of course, this is where Hayate says, first match. It is Naruto Uzumaki versus Neji Hyuga. And Neji says, Destiny has already shown me the way, saying I will become the victor and all that. And Naruto says, first of all, I'm gonna make Destiny my little bitch if you keep annoying me. And of course, what's it called? Neji says, you cannot make Destiny your savage word. And of course, Naruto says, I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face so hard that you're gonna break every fucking bone in your head. And Dragon just like waiting to see what Naruto would do to Neji. Because Dragon has also heard about like these huge, what's called nobles or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much he's happy he doesn't live in this village that much. He's happy he lives in the volcano village. But yeah. Now, of course, well, what's it called? Dragon is the only one that's from the volcano village that's actually managed to go all the way to the finals. Now, of course, this is where the volcano Kage is also here. Kazum Kage, basically that means volcano Kage, but yeah. And of course, Hiruzen nods and says hello there, Kazum Kage. And Kazum Kage just looks at Hiruzen and just says hello there, Sarutobi Hiruzen. The leaf, what's it called, the fire Kage? Or not fire Kage. Yeah. The whole Kage. He also meets what's called from the Sand Village, the Kazakage. And of course, this is not Orochimaru that's under there because Orochimaru got his ass beat 6-way on a damn Sunday, so he ain't trying to fuck with that. But yeah. So, of course, they're just like looking down, and a bunch of daimyos have also showed up and all. And Naruto just says, well, time to kick your ass 6-way on a damn Sunday, Neji. And Neji says, you think you can defeat me? Naruto says, if I can kick you at first, knock your ass to the ceiling, make your ass fall down, then break your fingers, I'm probably sure to kick your ass 6-way on a damn Sunday. And Neji says, don't be cocky. Naruto says, oh, I'm not cocky. It's just the truth. Besides, start. Hayashi. And Hayashi, it says, sure, why not? Start. Begin. He jumps away, and of course, where Naruto appears right Neji's. And Neji, he was like, what the? Naruto grabs his finger from Neji, because Neji was already sort of in the gentle fist style. And Naruto grabbed his fingers and twists that shit up, and kind of just bending it. And of course, Neji is screaming, and of course, he cannot use the gentle fist right now. Because if he loses his other, what's called, hand kind of fingers up, he's fucked. Naruto grabs his other one, breaks him. And of course, Naruto says, what are you gonna do now? So of course, Neji says, shit! Naruto kicks him up, very high up in the air. And Naruto says, this is interesting. This is where he kind of called in what's called. This is where Naruto summons Tusk. If you don't know who Tusk is, it's, well, the guy with the, this guy. Wait. This guy right here. He summons this guy, and of course, Naruto says, send a fireball, Tusk. Tusk sent a giant fireball towards Neji, and Neji is, well, burnt to a fucking crisp. Of course, he falls down, and of course, all the Hyugas are shocked, and a bunch of civilians are shocked. They all bet on, well, what's called, against Naruto. So basically on Neji. And Dragon was the only one knowing that's what Naruto was gonna win. So he bet on Naruto. And he got a lot of money. He was fucking filthy rich. He was like, haha, I knew he was gonna win. Yeah, fuck all y'all. And of course, Volcano Kage, well, not Kazekage, Kage, Kazene. Kage kind of just says, well, seems that your ninja's pretty skilled in kicking the Hyuga's ass. And of course, the Kazekage also said that at the same time. The Hokage says, yeah, that is true. And of course, freaking Dragon says, yeah, give me all the money! Everyone's so angry at Dragon because a bunch of people bet against Naruto. Shikamaru did not bet or anyone. No one else bet. And of course, definitely not Kiba. Kiba had so many bandages around him. He was like a fucking mummy because he was burnt. He was throwing out the Kage tower, well, not Kage tower. He was throwing out the perimeter around tower and all that. And he was just, yeah, he was gone. Of course, there was Akamaru just sitting on his head. And of course, this is where Kiba's mad because, well, he didn't have a bad punishment in having a dragon blast him to hell. He was mad at Neji because Neji just got this sort of easy torture pain. Not really, because Tusk is actually stronger than a dragon. But no one needs to know that. So yeah, Dragon was just getting so much money. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this for my village. Got a bet. And of course, Naruto's done. And of course, he tells Tusk to heal, Neji. And of course, heals Neji. And Neji, like, wakes up. And of course, Hayate says, you lost. And Hayate really wants to say this. Stop being a little bitch about fate. You got your ass kicked 6 on a damn Sunday. You also were burnt and you almost died. Lucky that Naruto was so nice of him to actually heal you. Because there's no way in hell, like, half of the medical ninjas can actually help you. And Neji was angry, but then again, he was like knowing that he was gonna get his ass beat by Naruto again. So yeah. Now the next match is Sasuke, but Sasuke hasn't show up because it's Kakashi being fucking late. So that still happens and that gets pushed away and all that. And of course, this is where Dragon finally defeats his enemy and all that. And of course, it was just like this weak sand ninja. And of course, Tamari still goes the same. Almost everyone goes the same. Now it is Shiroi versus Samui. And Samui uses her like Tanto and all that because I think she did have Tanto. And of course, Shiroi uses a white sword katana and uses snakes to try to attack Samui. And Samui managed to dodge and use lightning to try to strike her down. So, of course, with Samui and Shiroi right now fighting each other, both Dragon and Naruto said. So, Dragon says, so who are you betting on? Naruto says, the silver hair girl, the white hair girl. Dragon says, okay, I'll bet against the blonde hair girl. A bunch of people are, like, betting and all that. So, there were Shiroi and Samui and all that. But, of course, this is where, Naruto saw Hinata, and Hinata was still kind of sick and all. Naruto summoned Tusk, and of course Tusk was sort of much smaller than when he's actually fully sized and all. And heals Hinata. Hinata's fully better, and then hugs Naruto. Naruto says, "You're welcome, Hinata." So yeah, that happened. So with that happening, Dragon and Naruto are just betting to see who will actually win. And this is where Shiroi kind of uses her last powerful technique, and that is called White Sword Technique. Hidden sword technique. White Sword Sage mode. And basically, her sword just glows into a white aura. And this is where Samui kind of says, this is imperfect technique, but I'm going to have to try a lightning club. But then she puts lightning into her sword, Tanto mostly, and says lightning striker. Hidden lightning style, lightning striker, white lightning style. And of course, both Shiroi and Samui both strike at each other. And of course, there's like Sword and Tanto kind of strike each other. And of course, they're just trying to battle for much more ground and all that. And of course, each other are just pushing back each other. And of course, this is where, Shiroi decides to not use fully safe mode onto a sword. Instead of punching Samui in the stomach and knocking her out. So yeah. This is where the proctor says, Hayate says, match is over. Shiroi has won. Samui has lost. Also, the Raikage, sorry, I forgot to mention. But yeah. This is where Raikage says, no! This is bullshit! And of course, like the Cloud Ninjas are like, oh great, our Raikage is mad. And this is where Dragon says, fuck! He like screams so loud that even the Raikage can hear him. I fucking lost! This is bullshit! No! And Naruto says, woohoo! Give me that money, Dragon! Give me all that money! Dragon says, no, fuck you! And of course, everyone are just seeing the, what's called, comedy between Dragon and Naruto. And Shorai says, Proctor, I give up. I have no more chakra energy. And the Proctor says, fine. It is now a tie. And the Raikage says, well, if Samui cannot win, then I guess the other girl can't win. I'm kind of happy. This is where Naruto says, Dragon says, ha! Fuck you, Naruto. Naruto goes, what the fuck do you mean? Nah. But Samui still lost, so give me the money, Dragon. Dragon's like, no, fuck you. Naruto says, give me the money, Dragon. Dragon, no, fuck off. And Naruto says, fine, you know what, screw it. It's a tie. So people that betted on this like match, they didn't get their money. The people that lost didn't lose their money, so the people who won didn't get their money. They won. So of course, people are just happy and all that. The people that lost, people that won are pretty freaking annoyed. And of course, Shorai did like pick up what's called Samui and all that. And Samui is sort of like hurting and all that. This is where Naruto jumps down and uses tusks to heal them. And of course, Shorai says, thank you, Naruto-sama. And Naruto's like, Sama? What the hell? Well, she didn't say Sama. She said, it was called Kun. But yeah. And of course, Naruto's like, why the fuck are you calling me that? Aren't you supposed to call me Naruto-sama or something? And of course, Shorai just blushes and walks away. And Naruto goes, what the fuck just happened? Dragon says, well, that's nice, Naruto, you got yourself a girl. And Naruto was about to like elbow Dragon. Now Dragon was also down there for no reason, but just to like annoy Naruto. And Naruto was so close to just elbowing Dragon into the wall. And just starting to fight him. But of course, if you fight against someone that's in the match, you're getting disqualified. And Naruto's like, I'm gonna punch you so hard at the face, Dragon. Now Dragon says, can you really though? Now it is Gaara versus Sasuke. Sasuke hasn't showed up, so what Hayate kind of looks at what's called Hokage, the Hokages and all that. I mean, not Hokages. The Kage and, the Kage, basically Hokage, the right Kage, the Kazekage, and also the Keno Kage, kind of all just said, disqualify the Uchiha then. And of course, everyone's kind of sad, but yeah, they take it fucking forever. Like, everyone just wants to bet on something. And so they said, then the Uchiha has been disqualified. Naruto Uzumaki versus Gaara instead. Naruto says, I'm about to kick his ass 6 on Sunday, isn't it? And Kurama's like, yes, we finally get to fight my younger brother. I'm gonna beat his ass. And of course, Naruto says, shut up, Kurama. God, you fucking made me deaf. What's called Ashborn said, but of course, Kurama says, I thought you didn't have ears. Ashborn says, I don't, but I don't want you to fucking scream. So yeah, that's the thing. And of course, when Gaara kind of just went down there and like a sand body flicker and all. And of course, Naruto was already down here and just like, so, you're Gaara, right? Gaara says, I'm gonna kill you, Uzumaki. Ha 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 ha. This is where, when they were about to like start fighting, this is where Hayate says, begin! And this is where the Uchiha and Kakashi, finally appear. And this is where Gaara already launches like sand at, Naruto. And even though they like appear right in the middle, this is where Kakashi has to pull Sasuke out of the way. And he's like, what the hell is happening? And Sasuke says, you weakling. You two weaklings, you dare try to attack me? And Naruto and Gaara just goes, what? They just go, what? Everyone goes, what? Like, everyone started betting, like, Naruto. Like, people were already betting, but when they saw the whole fight were about to happen, and Naruto was about to, like, try to, kick or something, like, do, summon something, because it looked like he was about to summon something. And this is where Gaara was already launching sand and all that. And this is where Sasuke is complaining right now, saying, "You two weaklings decide to fight. You two weaklings decide to try to attack me. Blah 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 blah." Everyone is going, Is this Uchiha really serious? And Kakashi says, "Hayate, are we late?" Hayate says, "Yes, you are very late. Now move out of the fucking way." Sasuke has been disqualified, and the two people who has tons of fucking money right now on their bets are trying to watch this, okay? Now, move, Kakashi. Kakashi says, "No." Harusen says, "God, I want to punch both Kakashi, Hatake, and the Uchiha." This is where Naruto and Gaara looks at each other, looks back at the Uchiha and, the silver white haired guy, and looks back at each other, and looks at them again. And Naruto says, "You just want to throw them into the fucking wall, like throw them away or something?" Gaara says, "Even though I don't really care about the Uchiha, and I don't care about killing him right now, sure." So Naruto disappears and kicks Kakashi into the fucking wall. The wall kind of split him out of the arena and all that. Yeah, breaking the wall and all that. And there's just a crater of Kakashi, and Kakashi knocked the fuck out. He is knocked out cold. And Sasuke says, "What the?" And Gaara uses his hand to kind of grab Sasuke from the leg and just throw him out of the fucking arena. So both back to Gaara and Naruto going. So Gaara goes back into insane, and Naruto goes back into himself, ready to fight. And of course, everyone's thank the fuck God. Now let's see the fight. So Naruto says, "Bring it on, Gaara." And Gaara says, "I will kill you, Uzumaki." And of course, Gaara sends sand at Naruto. Naruto dodges very easily and keeps dodging. And of course, was about to kick Gaara. And of course, uses a sand warp, but then gets kicked anyway. And says, "Ugh, this is bullshit. No, I will not lose. Mother will kill you." Sends more sand at Naruto. Naruto easily blitzed through it and was right now in front of Gaara. Blings Gaara in the forehead. Gaara goes, "You mother!" Naruto punches him in the face. Gaara gets launched into the wall, and people that bet on Gaara, mostly all the sand shinobis were betting on Gaara, were like, "No, no, no." Everyone in the leaf and all that, was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." People in the Leaf Village has more respect to Naruto and all that than, an original canon somewhere. So, yeah. And, of course, no, the sand is just going, no. Of course, this is where the Kazekage is saying, "Well, if Gaara goes, this is bad. If he goes what's called, the one tells us this is out of plan, but yeah." This is where, Naruto, he says, "So, Gaara, are you okay?" Gaara says, he bleeds and all because he coughed from the mouth. He's saying, "Blood, blood, blood." Naruto says, "Oh, you want more blood? Okay." And Gaara saying, "You will die, Uzumaki." Naruto says, "Arise." He only arrives about 5 knights that are basically A rank. He summons 5 knights that are basically A rank, and also 10 elites are basically B rank, and just launches the army towards Gaara. Everyone's shocked. The Sand Shinobi saying, "Well, that's a wrap, because Gaara's gonna kill them all." So when the sand hits the Shadow Knights and all that didn't really affect him. When Gaara says, "Sand coffin," all of them were just ineffective. And this is where the elite Shinobi says, "Yeah, we're gonna get that money, that bread from Suna." And of course, the sand villagers go, "What? Everybody even affected by Gaara?" And of course, they all right now in front of Gaara, right now beating his ass. So Gaara is trying to use sand spikes and all that, and also the sand barrier around him. Of course, the knights are still getting through and clawing and kind of beating the hell out of Gaara. And this is where Naruto appears into Gaara kind of already becoming Shikaku and already the half state. And Naruto already kicks Gaara so hard that it kind of knocked him out. And of course, Shikaku was about to go. Well, he already went into the Shikaku state and says, "Ha ha ha ha! yeah, he fully just go into Chicago State because he was knocked the fuck out. So of course, this is where Gaara is fully in Chicago State and saying, ha ha ha, I'm free! This is where Dragon says, ah shit. This is where the, what's called sand invasion, sound invasion happened. And this is where both the Volcano Kage, the Rai Kage, and also the Hokage like jump out of the booth. And of course, the Kazekage is right now attacking him, attacking those three with his golden sand. And of course, this is where Orochimaru shows up, and well, the Sound Force show up in the barrier and all that, and started fighting against those three Kages versus Orochimaru, the Kazekage, and also the resurrected Kages. But yeah, this is where Naruto sees the giant Shikaku, and Shikaku's like, die, you weakling! Naruto easily dodges and says, arise. What's it called? Not Icarus, but mostly the three dragons. But he tries to arise the three dragons, but he doesn't have enough power to go into that. Or enough magic power. That's where the Shadow Monarch says, he what? Naruto says, yeah, he was in his mindscape. So it's like Dragon Monarch also shows up for what's called Dragon. And Dragon says, where am I? The Dragon Monarch says, since an army is happening, a bunch of people are gonna get hurt. I'd rather give you my full power right now. But see you train in that 25% left. Just for free. Shadow Monarch also said that the same towards what's called Naruto. So Ashborn has said that. And Naruto says, wait, really? Ashborn says yes, and the Dragon Monarch says yes to Dragon. So of course, both of them fully reached their power. So before Naruto was about to get clawed on it, because Naruto was going to make a portal on it, to bring a Dragon Monarch, one of the dragons, not Dragon Monarch, I don't know about that. Dragon. This is where Naruto, his eyes goes purple. Instead of being blue and all, it goes into a dark purple. Of course, Kabuto did not send that illusion and all that, so everyone's trying to scream and run away. The Sand Shinobis are right now just fighting against the Leaf Shinobis, and also some of the Cloud Shinobis. But yeah. And also Dragon. His eyes goes crimson red. So Dragon's hair goes into a crimson red color. His eyes are red, and of course armor appears on him. This is why Naruto's hair is right now kind of floating a little bit. And of course a purple aura appeared, and of course the darkness aura still happens. Just like So this is how Naruto looks at what's called Shikaku. Like misty black color is kind of appearing all around Naruto, and also his eyes are both purple and all that. Well, kind of purple glowing. And of course, he is, well, much stronger. He does have the black heart of the Shadow Monarch. This is where both Dragon and Naruto like showed up their power. So a dark and purple color like lights up the sky, and also the same with Dragon. Like, think of it when, think of it like if Goku was going Ultra Instinct and fighting against Kefla. Like that, or kind of going Ultra Instinct. But yeah. Of course, they're fully in their powers. They're both a full 100% monarchs of their each own. So yeah, this is where Naruto summons all three dragons to just obliterate Shikaku. And Naruto says, arise, everyone. So all like the army from like how Sung Jin Woo had that whole army appear. Like everyone from different portals and all that. This is where Burial and also Bell Lion also appeared right next to Naruto. And Naruto says, save everyone and kill any sand and sound ninjas. And of course all of them nods and all disappeared. So right now they're mass murdering like different sand and sound ninjas. And of course, this is where Shiroi and, what's it called, her team is right now next to trying to fight against Samui and her team. And of course, what's it called, Shiroi Sensei is fighting against Killer Bee. And of course, well, there's like sound and sand ninjas that are trying to help Shiroi and all to, well, not help Shiroi, but actually kill Shiroi and Samui and his team and all. Of course, this is where one of the shadow soldiers appear and kills all of them. Kills all these sand and sound ninjas. and just ignores what's called Shiroi's team and also Samui's team, and just start rushing through and killing a bunch of sound ninjas. And of course, they're seeing like there's so many shadows appear and killing a bunch of sound and sand ninjas, protecting leaf ninjas, protecting cloud ninjas, protecting what's called somewhat Shiroi's team and all. And this is where what's called Dragon has actually uses his own army. It's just a bunch of like knights that sort of have this dragon scale armor and all that. And well, all of them are just helping out different like the same, and also helping the leaf ninjas and also not sound ninjas, leaf ninjas and also the cloud ninjas. And of course Naruto and Dragon nodded and went to where the Kages are at. So right now Sarutobi is right now trying to sacrifice his life, trying to get what's called Orochimaru into the Shinigami. And Shinigami is like, what is happening? It's taking forever. And of course this is where the right Kage is right now fighting against what's called the other Kages, and also the Volcano Kage is right now fighting against the what's called Kazekage. This is where Naruto and Dragon appear right next to the barrier. Sees the Amus and also Jiraiya trying to somehow get in. And this is where Naruto, he just, well, not kicks it, he doesn't do anything. This is where Dragon punches the barrier and shattering it. The sound ninjas were shocked. Orochimaru was shocked. And Naruto was fully on his power and looks at the Shinigami and says, Shinigami, let go of the old man's soul. Shinigami says, You're at the 100%. Yes, sir. I'm sorry about this. So he lets go of the jutsu and just disappears. He doesn't care about the whole jutsu no more. So yeah, he just doesn't care. And Hiruzen says, what the? And Orochimaru is shocked that basically Naruto used word and the Shinigami is gone. He bitched out so fast. And Naruto appeared right in front of what's called Orochimaru. And what he said is saying, so, recovery. And just put his hand on what's called Orochimaru's like chest. And of course, let me say that. Of course, all the souls, like all the curse marks that had the souls in it, all of them actually just like to come back to Orochimaru. So they all went back, all the fragment souls came back to Orochimaru. And Naruto says, you accursed weakling shall die. Now die. Naruto says, death style, erase. Just basically cuts, what's called. Well, not cuts, he kind of just stabs his hand through Orochimaru and says, erase. Or Hakai, because I'm just going to give him that. And of course, it destroys the soul and Orochimaru completely. So the Sound Kages don't have any more the curse mark or anything. So Sasuke doesn't have the curse mark no more. And, well, the Kazekage are shocked, and also the three Kages, like Minato was also summoned back, and also Hashirama and also Toriyama has been back, and Naruto says, return back to your home, what's called, while you're restful sleep. And Naruto just blows at, well, kind of just uses what's called a death style to just blow at the Kages, and of course the Kages kind of get out of their reanimation bodies, and the souls just fly back up to heaven and all that, whatever. And of course the reanimation bodies just kind of decay and all that. And of course this is where the Kazekage goes, This is where the Volcano Kage just punches at the Kazekage and says, fuck your shit, bitch! Punches him and knocks him out. This is where he kind of lands near Dragon. Dragon says, hello there, buddy. So the Kazekage tries to, well, kill Dragon until the Volcano says, move out of the way, Dragon! Volcano style! What's it called? Bleh, what am I saying again? What's it called? Volcano style. Mad lava. And just shoots a lot of lava at the Kazekage, and the Kazekage were burning. Dragon jumped that way and was like, yo, dang, that's a very powerful jutsu. You mind teaching me? And the Volcano Kage says, I might teach you later. And of course, all of them are just like, this is where the old man says, Naruto, I guess I'm not gonna die that easily, am I? Naruto says, no, you still gotta do paperwork. I'm not being Kage no more for that. Hokage just says, why? And of course, Jiraiya says, holy shit, did he just send the Shinigami back? The Raikage and Jiraiya was thinking. So yeah. Since that was happening, now back to, well, somewhat fight against the Sound and Sand Ninjas. Some of them all gave up and all that. Now, the Kazekage is not dead, he's still alive and all that. So yeah. But Naruto did not kill Gaara either, he just hurt him really fucking bad and waked his ass up. But yeah. Since that happened, the evasion was not really much of an evasion if Naruto and, well, Dragon had actually fully reached their power of, well, the different Monarch power. Now, of course, Naruto and Dragon fully passed out after a while. Of course, all the Shadow Monarchs returned back to Naruto and all that. And Dragon Monarchs also, well, not Monarchs, soldiers. His soldiers of Dragon soldiers all returned back into the same portal and all, and left. And this is where Dragon passes out, and Naruto does the same. And of course, Hiruzen says, Naruto, my boy. This is where the Volcano Kage says, Dragon, are you okay? Dragon says, stars. Well, those stars. And Volcano Kage says, you idiot. Are you fucking okay? I'm not talking about the stars. And of course, Naruto says, my head hurts. But yeah, the evasion has fully just been stopped, and Orochimaru is dead. Now, the Sound Kages were all, well, not the Sound Kages, what am I talking about? The Sound Ninjas, the 4 Sound Ninjas were arrested, so yeah. And also, Shiroi and her team was also somewhat arrested, so yeah. Samui's team kinda just said that Shiroi's team was also helping against the Sound Ninjas and Sand Ninjas, so yeah. And the Hokage was thinking, he was like, what should I do with all of them? Naruto, he wakes up after, well, 2 weeks, and also with Dragon. Dragon says, what the fuck happened? Naruto says, my head hurts so bad. Dragon says, I don't know what happened. But with that happening, Dragon and Naruto are just like, her head hurts like hell. But yeah, now, Naruto and, well, Dragon are just like, they got out of the hospital and all that, and they're going to the Hokage. Now, of course, the Volcano Hokage already went back to the village and has kind of left a note for the Hokage to give it to Dragon. But yeah. Now, of course, Hiruzen is thinking to retire already. He's like, I'm too old for this shit. I need Tsunade. So yeah. This is where Hiruzen tells Naruto and Dragon that they are supposed to go get Tsunade. And Naruto says, who? Dragon says, who? Tsunade. How the fuck are we gonna get the tsunami here? And Hiruzen smacked his face. He's just like facepalm. All the animals facepalm. Let me say again. Faceplant. Now, of course, Jiraiya also faceplant when he heard about that. And Naruto says, first of all, I say, who the fuck is Tsunade? Not Tsunami. Who the fuck is Tsunami now? Well, are we supposed to get a tsunami here? God, if we're supposed to get a tsunami, just use the damn jutsu for it. And of course, Dragon says, I don't know what the fuck I was hearing. And Hiruzen says, first of all, Tsunade is one of the legendary Sonics, and I want her to become the Kage. Naruto says, because you're too old and you could have easily died if I wasn't there to stop the Shinigami from actually taking your soul. Hiruzen says, yes, that, and, okay, yeah, you are really on point, Naruto, calm down, okay, fine. And Dragon says, man, I'm still tired as hell. Naruto says, you slept for 2 weeks, calm your ass down. You too, and you're still tired. Naruto says, true. Lord Jiraiya says, and you're coming along with me, so we can get Tsunade. Naruto says, I think I have better luck for me to actually find her on my own. Me and Dragon can probably find her on our own than be with that guy. He gives very, very creepy vibes. Basically, Dragon and Naruto said at the same time, and Jiraiya goes, ugh. Half the animals almost start dying. Even though Hiruzen was about to start dying. And Jiraiya says, you little brat! And of course, they jump back, and of course, well, they were about to just kick Jiraiya together. But yeah, now of course, Tourist instincts, please don't kick Jiraiya. Even though he does give somewhat creepy vibes, don't kick him. Now, this is I think where I'm gonna leave it off. Have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, 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 potato. I'm gonna do karma later, but yeah, potato, potato.